Hey everybody, it's Leonard back at you. I'm on this '04 Chevy Rollet Colorado. And you know what? I know it's been long. What is that? I've been messing with this thing for a month. A couple hours a day. Well, see, the bad thing is it had rodents. And it made it hard to diagnose. And I don't know, I think I showed y'all, but right over here, underneath this water tank here, I found a bunch of chewed wires. So I was like, shoot, if there's chewed wires over there, there must be chewed wires somewhere else, there's a million places. Anyway, I looked, I jacked it up, I went under it. I thought, well, maybe it's something else, I checked modules, I was about to take the intake off, but I decided not to. It still needs to come off. It's not sealed. There's a head broke off. There's a bolt broke off in the head. He didn't tell me when he got it, so he already had it installed. And I didn't have what I needed to take it out. So it's still in there, but I just remember I told you, I was asking you guys, is it the BCM? Could it be? By the way, I'm changing the alternator right now. I got it back together and found out it's not charging. No. Well, it may have been the BCM. I took it apart, opened the box on it, and it was way crusty green. So we got another one. But anyway, I was in here, I was doing the key thing, the 30-minute reset. And I want y'all to think about something that I noticed when I was doing the reset. Oh, I got the battery unhooked. Duh. Anyway, I had a flashing security light, right? You know the deal. You get a flashing security light right here. Well, while I was trying to do it, it would flash for like the 10 minutes and then go out. And then it wouldn't flash again. Well, it turns out that's a clue. Because I went up underneath the dash inside here, which I've got it back together now. But if you take it apart, right here is your ignition sensor for your key. In there, and the wiring that runs back, let me see if I can even get you turned around in there to see it. Anyways, it goes back in here to this connector. See this big connector right here? Well, right here on this side, on the side closest to us, there you go, there's some light. See the red wire? The red, the green, I don't know, right beside that red one, there's a blue one. Well, it was green and crusty. At any rate, I took the switch apart. I took a nylon brush and some electronics cleaner. I cleaned it out. And I came back up here after I got it all back together, and I tried to start it. I cranked it. Security light started blinking. I said, okay, I'm going to do the 30-minute reset. So I set a timer on my phone and everything. Turned the key on, 10 minutes. Turned it off, 10 seconds. Turned it back on, cranked it, and the light flashed. So I let it go for 10 minutes. Turned it back off. Turned it back on, cranked it a little bit. The light flashed again. I said, oh. Because it wouldn't do that before. It would stay on solid after the initial blink. The first 10 minutes, it would blink. And then after that, it would just stay solid. But on this last round, it blinked for each 10-minute session. And on the last one, I cranked it, turned it back off, turned it back on, cranked it, started right up, scared the crap out of me. I'm not gonna lie. It scared the crap out of me because I was not expecting it. I was like, because I've been disappointed, man, so many times. And I just figured, shit, man, there ain't no way that one wire did it. But turns out that's a data wire, and it goes to the BCM, I do believe. If, what I've been reading, if what I've been reading is correct. So, it's just, I don't know what else to say, except, boom, it runs. That's right, if I'm looking haggard, it's because I've been up underneath this damn dash wrestling with it, and I'm not a young man anymore, let's just face it, y'all. But yeah. I'll say this, the rat damage threw me for a loop. But still, that's no excuse. I watch South Main Auto, Eric O, dude's a genius, Scanner Danner, Schrodinger's box. I mean, that guy's so cool, especially when he screws up. He's like, welcome 2%ers. And then he proceeds to screw up a diagnosis. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. And you're like, that's so funny. But he always comes to a conclusion. He's got a hellacious setup in his garage. I wish I had that one. I mean, I had test lights, voltmeters, multimeters. I got a scanner. But still, rudimentary diagnostic tools, like those guys have. I'd love to be one of those cool ass, I don't know what they are, what they're called, but they're like, it's got the scopes. Trying to see somewhere where we can still talk, maybe. There you go. Well, I try to get this alternator on here. But yeah, I started up. Well, shit, man, the alternator ain't charging y'all. But it just so happened to have a spare laying around. See, this ain't my truck. This is my brother-in-law's truck. But he's riddled with cancer. He can't do nothing anymore. I'll be too if I don't quit this damn smoking. If I ever get a comment on this channel, that's probably what they're going to say. You need to quit all that smoking, man. You're going to be dying of freaking cancer. Yeah. You're probably right. But for right now, my main mission in life is to get this thing out of this garage. Got a million things to work on. I got to put a steering rack on that. You've got a Monte Carlo SS sitting out there. It needs a rack and pinion on it. Got one. But I'm going to pull my blazer in here first. I got to see why it's roaring in the rear end. Alright, I'm gonna pause you all a minute. I gotta go pee. I'm back. Yeah, it was, this thing's been a real bummer. He bought 2 new sensors. I bet there wasn't anything wrong with them. What are you gonna do? He bought a crank sensor and a cam position sensor. And I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure. I guess I should look at it. But I don't know if this thing cranks RPMs when it's starting up. I don't know if it shows on the tachometer the RPMs. Crack it back up. And this is exciting, kinda anyway. You know, you've been working on something so long, especially having to diagnose something, you know, when you're not really that experienced at it. But one thing I don't understand is, on the scanner, asked me if I want to set up a BCM. And I say, okay, and then it says communication failed. Does that mean that I got another wire somewhere, something going on? That's part of the bad thing about being inexperienced, you know? At diagnosing things. You just don't know what you don't know. I'm not on any kind of forums or anything, so, you know, asking somebody. Why don't people connect these damn clamps back, you know? I never understand it. It takes 2 seconds to hook these clamps back up, and people just don't. They just, I don't know. Sorry about that, guys, but I'm just, I know it's kind of rough. This damn light is so gangly, you can't do nothing with it. it is. Wonder if that's a knock sensor. You guys see it? Is that what that is right there? Is that a knock sensor? If you get anybody leaves a comment, let me know, okay? If anybody leaves a comment, he said. That's right, I've said it. I've got no comments on my videos so far. Uh-oh. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna take a wire brush to that pulley. So it ain't so rough on the belt. I don't even know if it works. It's used. It's laying around. Now, if this was Pole Bar Garage, he would say, I'll just throw it on there. I'll put the belt on. That guy trips me up. Got some cool shirts, though. Hawaiian and stuff. I haven't bought anybody's merchandise so far. I keep telling him he needs a tensioner pulley, and he keeps saying he doesn't, but he frickin' does. This one here, you can't turn it enough to... One reason I say he needs a tensioner is because the hole for the frickin' ratchet's wore out. Hole for the ratchet's wore out. Mr. O would say. Old man O. Probably younger than I am. Are you? I'll be dipped. The bolt missing. Imagine that. Which one should I put back, though? Does it matter? Where's Dalton when you need him? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see why it's missing. Even though I would have put it back. Not that I'm better than anybody else, but it's just like I have to, you know? I can't help it. Let's put a battery box in this bed. Booey! And find out. Alright, you guys are going to come over here. Sit you right there. Whew. Fucking Dan thinks he got some crazy hair. He don't know about no crazy hair. Alternator, 20 minutes, man. You can't beat that. They're right, Buck Owens. Don't know if y'all met my dog. It's Buck Owens. See what's up, folks? Hey, Buck. Yeah. I think V-Corp's got a female. I got a male supervisor. That dog right there is just, He won't even, if I'm bent over doing something under the car, or just anywhere, you know, out anywhere, and somebody walks up to me, and he don't think I know they're coming, dude, he'd let you know in a heartbeat. He said something. Alright, y'all ready? Going out. Yeah, fixing to find out. Alright, let me get my multimeter. Although it'll tell you right on the dash if the battery's not getting charged. But if y'all are interested, we are finna find out. I'm gonna put this on my stuff I learned watching YouTube channel. I don't know, I think it's a catchy name. If anybody decides to comment, let me know what you think. I'm gonna try to be a little more regular with some videos. Hopefully I'll get better at it. We'll see. Alright. Bring the thunder. Battery lights off. Oh, y'all. Haha, yeah. 14.3. That's it. 14.3. Haha. 3. To me, it looks like it says department abbreviation back here. Yes. 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 You've done it. Me and Buck. We did it, Buck. We did it, buddy. It's a badass right there. We did it. It's fixed. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull this son of a bitch out the shop. I'm gonna take it for a ride. I did the turn signals earlier. I pulled all the codes on it. Look, I'll show you the dash light. If anybody knows about crank variation relearns, that's it. That's it for the dash. I'm gonna work on that stuff. But if anybody out there has done a crank variation relearn before, comment down below, man. Like, because I'm going to do it, I don't know how long it takes. And it's kind of scaring me keeping this thing revved up $4 grand for that long. So, no, I didn't know. I'd hate to blow it up. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I don't know. You guys want to go for a ride? Try it. I'm not going to say that this repair was fun, because it wasn't. I am no Rain Man Ray. Or, you know, Erico, those guys. I mean, they're in a... half the time they know what they're doing already. You know, they just... You know, they're just backing up their hypothesis in the first place. And I know a lot of you guys out there are the same way. But as for me, I've been lucky. I'll be honest. You know, I did have their Z24s. I think it was like an 89. It had a 3.1 in it, and I couldn't. It hesitated taking off, and sometimes it would stall, especially if the air was on. and you know, I ended up getting rid of because I didn't know what was wrong with it. Even the mechanics I knew wouldn't even freaking help me with it. So I ended up getting rid of it instead of course, I didn't have all the YouTube and all that stuff back then either. YouTube helps. Trust me. These guys come into work, they done took their shit to the dealer and or took it to a mechanic somewhere. Oh, they're gonna charge me $500 to diagnose it. And, you know, when you could get on YouTube and at least, you know, see where you're going. Get a hint which direction. But I get it, not everybody wants to work on their stuff, but when it comes to $500 for an old Prius, for example, no, hell no. You didn't get my money. Old beat up Prius. Even though it's still a good car, he said he was gonna fix it. I'd be damned. And depending on what it is too, you know, I don't know about the batteries and all that stuff. Alright, I think it's gonna be alright. I think I'll just end the video right here. Yeah, and I appreciate you all watching. Just remember, stuff I learned from YouTube. Yeah, I'm glad you guys came around. I had most of it on my other channel, but it was just something you couldn't even, you know, you couldn't see it. And it was hidden until I started fiddling around up there. I couldn't see it. I had to cut the zip ties loose and turn it around to look at it, because if you notice when we looked under there, everything is rusty underneath it. Underneath the dash. There ain't no rust anywhere on this truck. That starts some of that rocker over there. Of course, they come from Johnson City, which they use salt on the roads. I don't know, maybe it's getting into the firewall, or I just don't know. Underneath the seats are rusty. Yeah, it's this old truck. I'm gonna take it for a ride though, see what it's about. All right, y'all. I appreciate you watching. Till next time, stay safe.